Hey everybody, what's up? Tonight I want to talk about the concept of YouTube kind of being a new version of TV. I've always viewed my life, I remember when I was in college, I remember writing journals. And in the journals I would feel like each kind of school year had a different group, different cast of characters. And because people come and go in your life, and especially in college, it was a very yearly or semesterly based turnaround sometimes. People would come and go in your life, and because they come and go, certain storylines would come and go. And I know people lately have been comparing YouTube to kind of reality TV in a way, but this is like very real. We're all having our own lives, and people are tuning in for one reason or another. And I've been thinking about this, and I've talked about this before, kind of in relation to the fact that I feel like my life does have a supporting cast of characters. If they made a TV show of Anakin 1814, there's definitely a cast of characters. Now, the cast of characters in my life outside of YouTube is far different than what I present to the camera, just by the way it happens. And I think for me, for YouTube, what happens is my cast of characters isn't necessarily just people. Obviously, it's just me. And I want to relate this to TV for a second. I was a big fan of Sex and the City. And, you had the four girls, but really, like, the fifth character on the show was New York City. There were a couple episodes where they went to LA or something, and it just didn't have the same feel to it. On a TV show like Lost, the island itself is its own character. Back in season 2, you had the Hatch, kind of became its own character in a way. The TV show The Office, the style of the camera, the shaky cam, and the fact that they're aware of the camera, and it's kind of documentary-like, and that there's cameramen kind of trying to pick up different storylines. That to me becomes another character that becomes part of the supporting cast. Even on like a TV show like 24. I got a cheat sheet here, that's why I keep looking down. Even like on a TV show like, gotta love that. Even like on a TV show like 24, that element of time ticking away, and that little clock at the beginning of the commercial breaks and stuff is kind of like an additional character. So I got to thinking about some of you guys and what I perceive as your supporting cast. silverscreamgrl I talk about a lot, Beth. She's from Hawaii, so to me, Hawaii suddenly becomes part of the supporting cast. Plus, she's always in her car, like 99% of the time she's in her car. So to me, I think of an automobile blogger, I think of Beth. My friend Doug, Mumbaidoug, his supporting cast is his family. His wife, his daughter, heck, his guinea pigs. Even his mom's been on the phone and been on videos, and I feel like you get to know these people. Kurt344, come to know his cats. We've come to know, for him, it's this weird kind of pop culture of like 70s TV shows. And even 21st Century Cat is like, actually has a supporting character, Mr. Funny, who's in almost all the videos, but not all of them. And could you imagine if suddenly on his videos somebody else was sitting there talking to him? Like Mr. Funny is like the silly sidekick on the TV show. So that leads me to questioning, what are my supporting characters here on YouTube? Now, I think what I present to the table is, some of you have seen my cat, Anakin. He's probably one of them. The river that I was by the other night, that's been in a lot of videos. Maybe that's one of them. I'd say my bike, possibly. But then I think greater themes, like for me, entertainment or Star Wars, of course, are kind of some of the supporting characters I bring to the videos. So I would be interesting to know two things from you guys. The first thing is, who do you think your supporting characters are in your videos? And again, your supporting cast doesn't have to be actual people. Some of you do have people that show up all the time, though. Kurt's friend Al is showing up all the time. that sock puppet, Rufus, is showing up all the time. And a lot of people have spouses, you know, the wife of Naltz. These people's spouses show up. Again, family members, whatever. I think my nephews would be in mine. I think they're in 1 or 2 of my videos. But because they're not my kids, I don't really feel right putting them out there. Now, it's up to my sister to make that choice. So even though they're a big part of my life, I don't know if they're a supporting cast member on here, or do I talk about them enough that they are. So what are your supporting cast members that you see of yourself? But also, I'd like to know what you guys perceive my supporting cast members are. I mean, is this location part of it? Is that little window back there part of it? Think of how on TV shows, when Laverne and Shirley moved from Milwaukee to LA, the show just completely changed. You need that. You know, like I said, Lost, that's on Hawaii. If they move that anywhere else, it wouldn't be the same show. Although we don't know it's Hawaii. Like I said, Sex and the City, you need New York for that. Beverly Hills 90210, they move, different zip code. You gotta change the title of this show. So, I'd love a video response of this, or just comments. What are your supporting cast members, supporting characters? Who do you think mine are? I'd love to see what my perception is versus you guys. And if you want to even put a weird twist on it, who of your YouTube community do you see as like equivalents? You know, I think maybe 21st Century Cat, is he kind of like the wacky butler or something? Not really, Steve, but I'm just thinking of an example. Kurt344, he's probably the wacky neighbor who ends up always having like this important point at the end. Who am I? You know, who would I be on the sitcom? What character would I be? Or the drama, or whatever. So, a lot of ideas, a lot of random ideas, but you kind of get the drift. So again, a response video would be cool. Otherwise, just some comments. I'd really like to know if you've thought of this, thought of your channel as a series, and what you present to it for other people to see. I think it'd be really interesting, because we all have different things we just choose to talk about or choose to be the focus of our videos. And in the end, these do become, you know, little branches and little subsets of who we are, especially those of us that aren't being characters. So, it's nice to sit down and do an actual vlog here. Anyway, that's all for now. I look forward to your feedback on this. Talk to you later. Bye. Okay, I actually wanted to add one other thing to this, which was the whole reason for the post and a possible title. One of my friends and I always joke, and because of Sex and the City, that if they were making a sitcom about my life, you know, I like to write, and I like to now vlog about things that go on in my life, and I pick a topic. So I'd be much like that character on that show, Carrie Bradshaw, except there'd be one difference. They'd name my show No Sex in the Country. So what would be the name of your show? That's all for now. I'll talk to you later. Bye.